Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and today I'm taking part in Roxy's weekly challenge. Rachel has set another lovely challenge over at Roxy Creations, and it's week 25, and it's garden collage journal cards, journaling cards. So you have nice collage on the front and some journaling space with a little bit of collage on the back. Yeah, so I've already pre-made these two, and I will make another two on camera. Yeah, so where will we start? Let's start by showing you why I'm going to do them vertical. I've done this one horizontal and then realised, and I'm going to give you a sneaky peek of what is coming up in a week or two. This is going to be my next bigger project, and it's an altered book, The Secret Garden. I've already prepped it a little bit, taken some pages out, and I thought what better book to use up all the pre-made pieces I have. I did these were last week's Roxy's challenge. I think that was the week before. So I've got all these floral, botanical, birds, butterflies pieces to use up. And so when I thought about these cards and putting them in this book, obviously they have to go vertical, because that just doesn't, well, I suppose it could stick out a bit, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to do the next two in a vertical rather than a landscape. So and they'll be perfect size for this book. So pretend you haven't seen The Secret Garden, and then it will be a surprise when the videos come along. I'm just going to pop that over there. Right, so let me show you first. Where will we start? Let me show you first where I have gotten all my bits. And I have my bits for the next two just here. So the birds all came from this book that I got. I was lucky, another lucky find. It's become a second hobby, hunting these books down. This is just the best book for the birds, because each page has a whole panel of birds. So if you ever come across Thorburns Birds, it's an excellent book. And the florals have come from this genealogy for gardeners, and it's packed full of floral images. Look at this one, to fussy cut and cut out, and I've already obviously used quite a few of the florals in there. So that's where the florals have come from, and that's where the birds. I've put a butterfly instead of a bird on this one because the florals were blue and I wanted to pick up the blue of that, and the little bit of journaling on the back, a little bit of collaging on the back. Right, so that's what we're going to do. So we'll just set those two aside for now, and I will show you. So we're going to do them vertically. So let me show you first. I am using up, I have, these are just a fraction of these cards that I have. I used to do, well, it wasn't really Project Life, but these are Project Life cards, or Simple Stories cards, and it was these plastic pocket scrapbooking where you got the plastic pages and these just went into a page, and you could either journal on it or stick a photograph on it or do whatever you want, and it was an easy way of scrapbooking. But I don't really do that anymore, and I have a box of these cards, these Project Life cards, and I went through them and I've picked out ones that were kind of a junk journaly style. So these are all these kind of cards. These ones have got sayings on them, and these ones are just, that looks like it's kind of collaged. Use that for now. So they came in two sizes, this bigger size and the smaller size, because sometimes the plastic pockets were different sizes, so you get all sorts. Now they're going to be quite handy, but I have a spoon. I have so many of them. Like I say, some of the patterns are really modern and bright colours, which is fine, but for this purpose I've picked out, and I'm going to keep these handy because I'm going to start using them up. They're lying in a box in the cupboard. So that's where I couldn't even tell you the make. I have had them for years and years and years. So we have to decide which side we're going to fully cover. And it's going to be long waist, like I say, it's going to be vertical. And I think we'll cover this side, and we'll put that bit up the top there. It's all going to be covered anyway. So first of all, Roxy covered with some tissue paper, so I'm going to do the same. So we'll just glue this up completely, this card, and then we'll lay on the tissue paper. Let's just get round the edges first, and then we'll give it a good coat of glue, because otherwise the tissue paper, as I discovered, bubbles and doesn't stick. So that's a good old coat of that. Just turn that over. In fact, we'll just open it up rather than turn it over, because otherwise it might stick to my mat. Oh, there's a poem. Nettles. Right, so we just want this stuck on. Like that. And then we'll grab our ruler and just take that off. I can tidy that up. So it's got a bit wrinkled, but that's okay. We'll just take these bits off. Last week, when I joined in with this challenge, the video I made got over 1,000 views. Oh wow, that's the first video, apart from the two I made many years ago, which are still there. Yeah, 1,000 views. I don't know if it was because it was the challenge or what, but pretty chuffed at that. Right, so that's the front, and I've got my few bits for the front picked out roughly, because I've got my little box of snippets and my box of bigger snippets to choose from. But I've started myself off by maybe using a piece of this. Let's move it all up a little bit. And so this is a, I don't know, some ticket. I don't think it's original. And this beautiful floral. And this, I think, is a sparrow, which he can just go there. I think this ticket's too big, so let's just do do that. That's better. What I always like to do with my collage is I know for sure the two main focal points, and then after that you're working like behind them, if you know what I mean. I think I'll put the sparrow over that slightly. Yeah. So working behind, and then we just put that under there like that. Yep, that's good. And then these are washi stickers. I can't tell you how good these stickers are. I buy them from Amazon and they are just the best stickers. And I think that's going to be us for the front. So this goes down first, this little ticket here. I think I'm on my third packet of those stickers. They're just great because they you'll see in a minute that they merge into the background beautifully. And the only trick is getting the back off, but I say that every time and I always manage to get it pretty quick. I must be getting better at it. Let's just move that to the side a little bit and we'll just put that up there. Now the only other thing I might add to this once we are done, or once these are stuck down, is a little bit of washi. I'm going to put this down next in case. So this is what I do. I do it the right way up, and then I just get my pokey tool or a needle, and it just, now the little bit will curl in, but it's easy just to get it out, and then that's it. And I think it was about there, and it just blends in absolutely. I've got a wee curly bit there, but that's okay. I'm sure the leaf will cover that. So we'll just glue this up next. And be careful with this. These have got wee thin bits and the paper's quite thin on these fussy cut plants and florals. Just carefully get that off. See how it's got little thin bits. So we were about here. Oh, that's a beautiful one. Yep. And this little fella is going there. He's looking up. He's like, feed me. Throw out some seed. We used to feed the birds a lot, and then there was mice, and we stopped because the mice were coming in. That wasn't good. So there we are. So that's the front. Let's just do a tiny little bit on the back, and we'll just use our little snippet. There's a nice piece of that squarish, whatever. What have we got? A little bit of book page maybe. Let's see what's in here. Maybe we can use another piece of this. Maybe do it over that side. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's do that. Now, this is sticky. This comes in a roll. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm sure if you just search for brown grid tape or something like that, you might be able to find it. And that there just gives the journal card on the other side a little bit of interest. And all we have to do now is ink the edges and add maybe a little bit of the washi. See what we've got here. Nope. No. Ooh, there's my gluey magazine nearly down. What about this green? I think a bit of this. And my trick is always to tear it. It takes away that proper straight edge. Then up there. And because we've gone up there, we'll go down here. There. Small thing, but it makes a difference, I think. Pulls the two ends together, covers up a straight edge. Yeah, so that's one done. Oh no, it's not. Let's ink. I thought about another colour. This is the usual vintage photo, but the other makes for the journal have got this roundy edge, and I didn't want to start messing with what had been done already. So I'll just do a little bit round the back as well. There, now it just needs taken to the sewing machine, which we will do once we've done this one. So, same thing. Oh, I'm moving that off and it's stuck. Same thing. Let's glue this. Now, oh yes, what side will we use? Will we leave? I think we'll cover this side and leave that as a journaling side, because the lines are going like this, whereas the lines you can write. Yeah. So let's get this covered. Plenty glue. There we are. Just on the edge there, nearly. I think I'm a bit off, doesn't matter, it will be getting inked anyway. Let's just roll that up. Whoa, well that didn't work. Oh my goodness. It's stuck. Right, okay. So there's a little bit of tidying up to do here. There we are. I'm sure that helps to create a look, a junky, shabby, chic look, and that's what we're going to say anyway. There we are. Let's get rid of that. Oh, made a total mess of that. Let's just cut that bit off. I'm going to need these wee bits. I'm sure I could have done a better job there. Okay, right, that's fine. So, what have we got here? We've got this little bill, and we have the floral, which we'll perhaps put directly onto that one. We've got our other little bird, and the other thing about my collages, you will probably always find that if it's a person or a bird or any sort of animal or anything, they will always be facing in the way. So I would never put that bird there. I would always put them there. So this one is facing in. This one's facing in. When it comes to the butterfly, doesn't matter. Unless it was a folded up butterfly, it would need to be facing into. Oh, strange ways. But it's just what looks nice to me. I think we'll put that over that this time. So that's there. And then I picked out this, and we can maybe put that. Is that too similar to that one if I put it there? I don't think so. Or the only other place would be up here. Nope. Down here it is. You just know when you know. So, happy with that. The first thing to do is stick this. So I hope everyone is well. The sun's shining here. So after dinner tonight, we're going to just pop out quickly to the shops, get some supplies, because the football is on at 8 o'clock and it's a crucial game for Scotland. Scotland are playing Croatia, I believe. I'm not big into the football, but I have to say, when it's the national team, it does sort of get a hold of you. So we'll be back home for 8 o'clock to watch the footy and hope that they do well. Right, so this is down next, and again we're just going to try and lift up, there we are, a little bit, and then the bit that we lifted up, just pull that back. So that was about here. And then the pink daisies. So yes, so football tonight at 8 o'clock, but we'll nip out to the shops first because they'll be quiet, because everybody will be in watching the build up. Right, let's just overlap them. And if we win tonight, we go through to the next round, and that'll be the first time ever, I believe. The first time ever that we will have advanced past the first stages. So fingers crossed for us. Oops, no, just put it over. Don't be trying to do anything fancy. There. Okay, next, a little bit of washi. So, which one did we use there? So this has got a little bit of orange and it's a bit of peach, so there's a bit there which kind of matches. So let's take this bit off, tear it, use this bit up here. Perfect. And this piece a little bit off here. Wow. Save that bit. I've got a big chunk of tissue missing, but that's okay. Right, so now we just have to choose something quickly for the back. What did we put on the back of this? Oh yes, we put on the other piece of the bit from the front, but do I have? What have we got? There's a piece of dispenser mechanisms loaned. It's a receipt for something. Let's see what else we've got. Here's a fancy thing. No, it's a bit straight. What's this little thing here? Right, let's get this blue receipt down and then we'll see. Maybe we'll use that little bit of whatever it is. Little, it's got January, February train check. Maybe put it that way. And maybe we want a little bit of washi before we stick it down. We'll add a little bit of this colour. Yeah, that'll do. Let's do it that way. Yeah. So, fingers crossed for tonight. Fingers crossed. There we are. And some inking. This will take away where the little bits are missing. So we had the Sky TV people here this morning. Our dish had been knocked off and they were coming to fix it, and it's hubby that loves Sky. He loves all the techie stuff. He's got his PlayStation and his Xbox and his MacBook and his, oh my goodness. So he was happy that his Sky's fixed. He was lost without that for a few days. Right, okay. I'm just going to stitch round the edges because that makes a nice difference, and I'll be back. So that's them sewn. I'm sure my sewing machine is on its last legs. I've picked out a new one and I've put it on my Amazon save list. So maybe one day. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with them. A little bit of collage on the back and some nice collage. Collage is my very favourite thing to do, so I was chuffed when I saw that that's what Rachel was doing this week. So I have now 4 of these cards to add to my little box for my Secret Garden altered book when whenever that gets started. Well, it's slightly started. Once I fix it and get decorating, I've got quite a lot to use up. So thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be excellent, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.